Today, the sun is coming out right exactly in my face, but that's good because I'm like looking better, I'm getting brown. And talking about a subject called van life. Have you ever heard about van life? I didn't even think it was a thing until I saw another YouTube video. You just put it in, van, like V-A-N, van life. And it's basically this cool new thing that people buy a van and they just live in the van. And that's basically what they're doing. This is the cool new thing. And it's exactly, when I saw this documentation, I was like, come on. What's the new thing about it? First, the only new thing is now that there is a YouTube channel that people do it and to make money with it. And the only reason they can do it is because they are in a van, they make YouTube videos, which basically give them the money to do what they do. And most of the time they don't even make money, except for the, let's say from 100 people that do this, one person really makes a lot of money, 2 people or 3 people can barely live from it, and the rest doesn't make money. Or the parents support them, which you even see in that video, which is so funny. Because in the end, what is it? Oh, I buy a house, I sell everything I have, I buy a van, I put a bed in there, and I travel. And in America, of course, it's even better than, oh, but in Europe, I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter where you do it. This van life, the experience, and I'm free. And how free are you? How free are you? When you make one accident, what do you do? What's the first thing you do? Oh, I have an accident. I go to the hospital. Where's the hospital coming from? Oh, wait a minute, communities built that. Not people that lives in vans and drove around. Like basically the whole structure only works because other people decided not to do it. And you're like, most of the time, even it feels like, oh, I'm doing it the right way. Look at me, I'm the good person. I am the right person to do what I do because I'm living free and I'm driving in my little shittly van and everything's cool and you're the idiots. And it's not like that. What? Oh, you get broken into? Who are you calling? The police? Who pays the fucking police? No. Nobody has the answer to these things. Nobody has the answer. And it's just always, and it's sad. Most of the time when you see what they do is sad. They just drive around, they stop somewhere, and they basically, I don't know, most of the time they go out of nature and they shit there, and that's it. That's the glorious life of that. Of course, what we see from this van life videos is that from 1 week of living in a van, we see like 10 minutes which they film, and it's like the best of the best moments. But you don't see all the rest. You don't see the pain. You don't see all of this not so nice things. But it's glorified. Oh, hey, everybody, what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. Your life is wrong. You have to sell everything and be in a van. No. Have you ever been in a van? I've done this. I've done it just for fun. Never think like, I'm doing this my whole life. Come on. Do this when you're 18 years old. Don't do it when you're 30. But okay, that's me again. I'm sorry, I'm always getting a little emotional about these things, but I don't get it. To do what? To live in a fucking van. To live in a van. To drive around. It's awful to live in a van. And then even worse one, in this documentary, it talked about these people that do it with their family, like with their kids, and it's really bad. You know, like people really, kids need structure. I really do believe that. No, they don't need, yes, they do. Blah, 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 blah. Always the same thing. It's kids. They need structure. That's why we are adults. That's why we are adults, because they are kids. Otherwise, we would be all the same, but we are not. Without them, they wouldn't even grow up. Have you ever had a kid? If you say you're constantly trying that he does nothing bad, that he's not hurting himself. Yes, that's what we do. And yeah, but driving around in a van all the time with them. Oh, you know what? The funny part is, I have a friend. Okay, I call him Manuel because actually this is his name. And this Manuel, his parents did that. His parents did, I don't know exactly the whole story, or I can remember it that much, but he was, in a significant portion of his life, he was living in a van and going through America. And he's a really nice dude, and I really love him and everything, and he's still a good friend of mine, and we did good stuff together. But I met him when we went to school, like when we jumped from the next school to, like, you know, when you finish one school and then you have to decide to which school you go. Like, I think it's called high school in America. I have no idea. Sorry. Who even cares anyway? And when we went to the school, so what we guys had when we went to the school, like we had already like 8 years of school with being social in school and being surrounded by people and understanding this whole social game. And then it was him, and he never had that. And he was smart, but you really saw that he's lacking a lot of social skills. And he was, in a sense, he was lucky that he came into a class where it was a lot of people like us that we were all like, cool because we're the cool people. And no, but I want to mean by this like we took him in our wings and we helped him to basically improve. But if you're unlucky, you get into a school, and especially in America, yes, you Americans, with your mobbing and all this, especially there, but it's everywhere. Don't believe it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not in America, so sorry. I've seen it in Argentina. I've seen it everywhere. So it's bullying, whatever it is. And if you're unlucky, you get into a school, and then it's hell. And this is what basically missed, or what you're missing, the social skills, which I think is much more important. I mean, in the end, let's talk about school quickly. What for even the school skill? What you learn in school, in high school, whatever. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Nothing of what I learned there I use now. Nothing. Zero. The only thing I learned was the skill to being with people, which is very important. I'm not talking about it's not important. This is really important. But actually what I learned was nothing. Zero. We will talk. I will make a video about basically the school system and my thoughts about it. But this is not the one. This is about van life. And funny enough, now he's also alone. And I wish him all the best, and I wish him that he has his girlfriend and gets married and has kids, but somehow he's afraid. And I wonder sometimes if this afraidness comes from, like, he doesn't have a driver's license. But why? Is he afraid of life? I don't get it. Maybe because he was this van life. I'm not blaming, but now I'm blaming more these new people that are doing this van life because they just do it, because they film themselves, because then they have a YouTube channel. And then they make money. And this is what makes me angry. Because they use basically their family to make money. It's unethical. Honestly, it's unethical. I really believe in ethics. I do. And this is something you don't do. I'm sorry, you don't use your kids to make profit from them. To do what? And most of the time it really ends very, very bad. So only you have a good life? No, sorry. That's not what I meant for. So yeah, this van life. Crazy thing. I cannot understand it. It's everything I think about is bad. Most of the time it doesn't work out, and you have an accident, or because of course if you live on the street and you drive around, you will have accident. It will happen. Your car will break down. These things happen, especially with vans. I am a 4x4 guy. I go 4x4 tours here in Madeira, and guess what? Basically every second or third trip it breaks. This is what happens. But of course, now it's the internet. Now it's YouTube. Now it's like, oh, it's glorified. Oh, I want to be a van lifer too. I also want to live in 2 to 2 meters. No, you don't. Use your brain. You don't want to do that. I don't get it. Why would you do that? Just for fun, yes. But then comes it. They don't want to do it for fun. They want it because of the YouTube channel. You know, because, yeah, it's cool. And I'm doing it. And here, give me validation. Look at me, I'm good. I don't get it. But this is the wonderful world we're living in. And we have to deal with it, so. Welcome to the new world, I guess. Peace.